Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Super Hellcat Tier 7 American Premium Turreted Tank Destroyer located on the south spawn of Overlord, and it's under the command of RoyalFlyingCorps. Now, you've seen him in another video and he kept playing and he's getting good results. He's got 2 marks on the barrel and I think it won't be long before he's got 3. Okay, game started. Now, it's got the 19mm gun, which is capable of doing 240 alpha and penetrating 167mm with standard ammo, and with the APCR that goes up to 210. Now, it is tier 7, which means that it's going to be facing tanks which have serious armour, and that could mean that he'll have difficulty penning them with standard ammo, so he might have to use the premium. But anyway, he started the game. He's going right over to the east side of the map. He's knocked down a tree to give him a bit of cover. He's going to use his gun depression to sit behind these bushes, shoot at any enemies that try to cross over into the south. There's some enemy the other side of the bowl. The AMX 12 tons found them. Oh, good shot! Hit the M6. Yes, the E25 might discover somebody just in that little inlet. He's getting close. There's a super chaffy nearby on the enemy team. He's just popping up at the moment. That's a super stealthy little cockroach. They're very, very stealthy, but yeah, I think he has been detected, proximity detected by that T-3485, but he wasn't willing to engage. In fact, it's not just the T-3485 there's a KV-85 as well. So that E25, well, he's taking a risk because there are Arty in the game. There's 3 on each side, and the E25 is stationary, which means he could be the victim of an Arty round very shortly if he's not careful. The enemy team has got 2 M44s and a GW Panther. Okay, here comes that T-3485. If he pops over and tries to do any damage to the E25, RoyalFlyingCorps will probably try and put a round into him as well. But he's not going to fire just yet until he's got a perfect target. Yeah, the E25 did get hit by Arty, just as I predicted. Here he comes. Lovely shot right into the roof of that T-3485. Well, hit the turret, I should say, not the roof, but you know what I mean. Okay, KV-85 got the side of him here. Can easily go through the side of that thing. Goes for the turret, gets a hit. 196, low roll. Go for him again. Yes, lovely hit. 239. Now, you may have heard we still haven't stopped the clicking problem, but I think we are going to... We've been given some solutions by some of the viewers as to how we can actually clear up the problem. I believe the problem involves actually looking for the appropriate mod files that are actually causing the clicking. Because it's definitely a mod problem. He's got 1060 hit points of damage. It looks like the enemy is very reluctant to engage. We're 2 up on them at the moment, and they're at M44. One of them is in close to our E25. He's going up there. The super chappy is just to our left. He's on the bowl. I think the E25 is going to have that. Oh no. Well, he did get the M44. We've got a Tiger P now. Now, he didn't pen him because the armour at that angle is quite strong, and he's just behind that bunker. And the super chappy's come in this way. That was the one that I was saying. Oh, good hit. 240 average roll, but it really does mean that that super chappy is now in dire states. Unfortunately, we lost the E25, but Good shot, right up his rear. He's out the game. Now the enemy does have their own Super Hellcat. There's that Tiger P. Yeah, he was behind that bunker, that pillbox, or gun emplacement I should say. That's why we couldn't get the shots on him, because they were actually hitting the wall of the bunker. It is a gun emplacement, not a bunker actually. But no, he's pulled back. He's in cover. I get a move on from here, because all the time you sit still in one particular area, you could be missing out on getting extra hit points. Tiger P's poking around the edge. It did hit him, but just as I said, problems penetrating it. He's trying to go for the body actually. I think you are better off going for the cupola or using premium rounds. He is carrying premium rounds in this game. Okay, he's going to go to the other side of the bowl. I call this the bowl because it is basically an area which looks like a sort of like depression in between the two teams. No, there's nothing in sight. The Super Hellcat was seen just the other side of the windmill. That's in the dip over there. He's now going to have a quick look over here. He might get a better angle on the Tiger P, the Tiger Porsche. And he's using the wreck for cover. There's the Super Hellcat. Okay, he was spotted. Hello. Puts a round in, but takes a round back. Fair exchange. Now he's auto-aimed off. Puts a manual shot in. And this time round, he gets the better of the exchange. And there's the kill. He's spotted for the M44 to get the kill on him. He misses out on getting that kill, but what the hell, it's another enemy out of the game, and there's only 4 of them left now. The Tiger P's still there. That was the enemy Arty. Obviously they're paying attention to him, and if you're an Arty player, then you'd know that yes, you need to relocate and go unspotted so you can avoid any further fire. The Tiger P's not in sight. There he is. Tried to get it into the engine bay. It wasn't working. He's still firing standard AP though. I think he's reluctant to spend the credits on putting premium rounds in. And 2 Arty rounds come in after him. Yep, the Arty's definitely got a hard on for him. Definitely. That's hit the tracks. Arty will be firing very shortly, so he's only got 1 more round of standard. That one goes through. There's one of the Arty rounds, and the other one will be around very shortly. He got some damage assist there when the Tiger P was taken out. Or was he? No, he wasn't taken out, but he did get hit after RoyalFlyingCorps tracked him. Now, can he creep up on him? There he is. Okay, so he's spotted him. Now, Arty needs to fire. Yes, he does. Good. He stunned him. The Tiger P still looking in this direction, though. Oh, kill! Yeah, premium out, and you could just see the Arty round zip past him. So they tried to get him again and failed, and that means now there's only 3 enemies left. 1 tank destroyer, the T-34 2GFT, and the GW Panther and the M44. So load the HE rounds. The M44 has just gone down. That just leaves the GW. There he is. Unfortunately, he's behind that building, so we need to get a move on. There's the T-34 2GFT. Puts a round through him. Standard APCR. And the T-34's gone down, which means now there's only the GW. He gets wiped out, and that is the end of the game. 2.5k of damage. The second replay is on Province. As you can see, South Spawn, and the battle's about to start. Now, most of these replays are only a few hours or days apart, so you're seeing them in sequence. Now, I have to admit actually that I only found out very recently, but when I swapped over my method of actually doing the replays, I suddenly found out that you weren't getting all the information from the battle results. The reason for that was that for some reason the recording program just wasn't picking up the additional pages. So although we were trying to give you all of the information, the details of the team scores, as well as the details of what actually was earned. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to give you that because it just never picked it up. But I've found a fix, I think, that will work, and so you should be able to see the details and where he came on the team list. So far he's got some damage on that Panzer 3K, and the guy goes down. Panzer 3K was the tank that Wargaming put out last year as the additional tank for the loot boxes. Okay, there are some enemy directly over there. They're not threatening our guys in the south just yet, but I suspect they will probably move. We've now been joined by an M10 RBFM. He's poking over the edge. The problem about this position is it's well known to Arty players, and as a consequence of which we do tend to put Arty rounds in there. Oh, lovely one there, went straight through the side of the turret. That guy's pulling back now, but yeah, he's gone. In fact, it was a Jagdpanzer that got the kill. Oh, he managed to sneak around right through that gap into the KV2 behind there. He's probably smarting after that because, oh, that must have been just so embarrassing that you get shot through a gap and you can't return fire. That was an easy 8 going up. Okay, has he got a shot? No. One of the things you don't want to do whilst you're a tank destroyer in this position is accidentally run into one of your teammates whilst they're aiming and shooting at the enemy, because that really can annoy some people. I had a game on Province on this very map, from this spawn actually, earlier today, and I actually saw a player in a Stug 3B push one of his teammates over the edge of the cliff so he could gain the firing position. And of course it turns out that that guy is a well-known troll and he's done it before. Okay, that T50, yes! What a great shot there. Only a narrow gap, but we lost the M10 RBFM just as he was calling SOS as well. He was taken out by the Jackson on the enemy team. Now, where is that Jackson? Oh, he's got a shot again. Oh, but unfortunately can't get it through the gap. Go for it with the Leo. No, hits the building. It must have been a 1 in a million shot to get it through the gap the last time. Now, as I said, this is a dangerous position because it is known to enemy Arty. Whenever I'm on the opposite side of the map, I will aim shells in this general direction because I'm pretty certain there's nearly always a tank destroyer at home. And so I do get a lot of blind shots. That's one of the things you've got to do as an Arty player, is look for all the positions you think tanks occupy and then get ready and fire around it just to see if anybody's there. Occasionally you'll get some absolutely beautiful shots. Complete blind kills. The enemy doesn't even know that you recognize that position. It's quite a bit of a surprise to them sometimes when they get wiped out. I suppose that's one of the rules, that you really shouldn't stay in the same spot for too long, even as a tank destroyer, because there's always a possibility that you might actually be the victim rather than the killer. It appears that we've got all of the enemy tanks that came over this side of the map, except for the T-67, who's only a short distance away. He wasn't going to try a shot there because he's short in ammo now. He's only got 20 rounds. You only start with 30 in the Super Hellcat, so you can't afford to use too many rounds. KV2 makes a big mistake, pops out. His turret's turned in this direction, but he's gone. Oh, that was a wasted shell, but nothing he can do about it. The KV2 died just as he pressed the trigger. Okay, so it's just that T-67 who managed to sneak up whilst RoyalFlyingCorps was occupied. Looks like the enemy Panther has come around the house, but here comes the T-67. Ambush time. Will he get proxy spotted? He's behind the house. He hasn't been proxy spotted yet. He's trying to get the best position. He has now. I think he's been seen from somewhere else, so he's decided to rush in. Let's just hope that the Arty doesn't try to interfere. Here we go. Oh, now what happened there? He actually hit the Jagdpanzer IV. Oh no. That might disqualify him from getting the high caliber in this game. It was only accidental. He meant to get the T-67, but he hit his teammate. It happened to me today as well. Yes, in another battle, I managed to get the highest damage in the game. Basically carried the team. But one of my teammates jumped in front of me just as I was firing, and I hit him, and then I ended up with no high caliber. It's infuriating when it happens, but there's not a lot you can do. Except maybe to instigate a mod which actually prevents you from shooting at your own team. But sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay, that KV-2 is fairly badly damaged. Oh, now, problem. SU-100M1, he's looking in this direction, but not directly at us at the moment. He's loaded a premium round because he needs to get through the armor on that thing. He's marked him and requested fire on that target. The Arty's hit him, so Arty's listening. Always good communication between tank destroyers and Arty. Mark your targets, request for fire, and then hopefully somebody will be able to launch a shell at that target, stun him. He is a one-shot. If RoyalFlyingCorps can get around in that direction, he could take him out one round. And yeah, I think that was a round that was aimed at him. There he is, just on that corner. You can see the lower part of the plate. Ah, now this is the problem. The Jackson is the guy who killed the M10 RBFM. Okay, first shot misses because it hits the rock. Can't see the outline now. It's not worth firing. Okay, the Jackson is down below us, but we've got a Leo coming up around. And RoyalFlyingCorps decided that the best thing he can do now is to pull back. And I agree. Because if he doesn't pull back, he's going to get shot from across the valley by the SU-100M1 when the Leo and the Jackson both turn up. So what he's doing is he's joining the T-67 and waiting for these guys to make the move to come up. And when they do, they should be able to get them there. They are down on the enemy. 3 tanks down. They did so well to clear this side of the map, but unfortunately the enemy managed to get more players over here and wipe out most of our teammates. So good job that the T-67 had the foresight, as well as RoyalFlyingCorps, to pull back to a defensive position, make the enemy cross the killing ground to get to them. It's got a nice rock he can hide behind, same as T-67. He's decided to be a bit more adventurous though. Move up. Oh, the Jackson's coming up. Now he did get hit. And there's the Leo. And he was spotted, so he's going to have to make his move now. Jackson's gone the other side of the buildings. He can't really go the other side of the buildings. If he's going to take him out, he has to take it from the corner. Because remember, that SU-100 is also watching. Can't see him. Oh, he saw the round coming from the KV-2, but he takes him out one round. He did get hit by both the Jagdpanther and the SU-100M1, and the Gorilla just stunned him. He needs to get behind cover. Okay, he's decided to move forward this way. Oh, another round from the Panther. I'm wondering if he's actually considering outflanking the enemy altogether, going around, killing their RT, coming up behind them and shooting them that way. That would be an incredible job if he does it. Ah, now this is the difficult bit. There's a white bit here. You can go down there. He spotted a Stug. The Stug has not spotted him yet. He's got a shot. Nice one, right through. Now the enemy's decided to cap rather than come up and kill all of his teammates. Now coming up at this angle means he can get good gun depression basically by turning his turret to one side. He's found the Arty. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Yep. Bad mistake by the gorilla. He was focusing on what was going down the other end of the map. Didn't realise that there was a tank destroyer nearby. So he's... they're still capping. He's looking for the other tank destroyers. There's none up this end. Just needs to get the Stug. There he is. Can you kill him at range? Yes. Nice shot. Good. That's 4 kills. Now they've got to reset on the cap because the Jagdpanzer 4 went down there. It's the Leo that's in the cap. Now the enemy is aware that somebody is over this side of the map because they lost their Grilla and they lost their Stug. Now they might try to come back. The Leo's engaged. He can't come back. The Panther, well, I don't think he would come back, but the SU-101, SU-100M1 rather, might. Oh, he's got a perfect shot on the Leo. Yes! Good thinking. Okay, well that was the 2-minute hooter you just heard. So this is going to all wrap up in 2 minutes unless RoyalFlyingCorps can get at these guys. There's only one left now. It's the SU-100M1. I kept mispronouncing which one it is. There is an SU-101, but this is not one of them. It's a Tier 7 Soviet tank destroyer. And the T-67 is coming up one way. Remember, he's fairly badly damaged anyway, already. But RoyalFlyingCorps doesn't want to get wiped out. If he gets the SU-100, he would actually get a Top Gun. But he's not going to blunder into a trap. He's letting the T-67 find out where this guy is. Okay, he hasn't found him. That's the last minute hooter. There he is! Oh, he's up high. Okay, right. T-67's gone up there, but he is a one-shot for RoyalFlyingCorps. So if he can get this, he will get a Top Gun. But he'll miss out on that high caliber, as I said, because... And there goes the T-67. That means the SU-100M1 is in reload. Goodbye. And that wins the game. Excellent game by RoyalFlyingCorps. What an explosive end. Here's the end of battle results for the game, and we can see in the first game, RoyalFlyingCorps and the Super Hellcat managed to get an ace tanker. He also managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a fire effect and a bruise medal as well, and a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game overall. His win rate from the battle was 6,645. Look at the team score, we can see that yes, he did get the highest damage in the game, 2,581 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the GW Panther with 2,211, and after that the M44 with 1,490. So the Arty were having a good time from all the spotting he was actually giving them. When it came to kills, he shared the top spot with the GW Panther, the M44 and the GW Panther on the enemy team. All had 3 kills each, but when it came to base XP, you can see that RoyalFlyingCorps was streets ahead of the others with 1,246 to him, 972 to the GW Panther, and the M44 got 750. So RoyalFlyingCorps was the only one who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. He fired 20 rounds, so he had 10 left at the end of the game. 16 direct hits, 12 penetrations, damage of 2,581 hit points, of which 774 were at more than 300 meters. So most of the action was at close range. He received 2 hits from the enemy. Yep, they were both from that Super Hellcat. They both penetrated. Very thin armor on these tanks, so you don't really want to get spotted if you can help it. He did 1,832 hit points of spotting assist in that game. That's why the Artys did so well, because he was allowing them to get the shots on the enemy. 50,564 credits from the game, 19,214 from holiday ops, and after ammunition resupply, he took away a profit of 52,598 credits. He also picked up 7,850 XP because he got a mission completion of 3,738. So those are the results from the first replay. Let's have a look at the second replay. That was the one on Province, and you can see he also managed to get an ace tanker in this game, but this time round he also got a Reaper because he got consecutive kills with consecutive shots. He also got a Duelist, Fire Perfect and a Bruiser again. But this time round, he only got the top gun, I'm afraid, because he shot the Jagdpanzer in the back. Yes, he was trying to get at the enemy T-67, but unfortunately his shell connected with his teammate, and immediately he lost his chance of getting a high caliber. His win rate was 6,145 from this one. As you can see, he did a very clever end run round the enemy to get at so many different enemies, shooting at them, getting them out the game. Look at the team score. We can see this time around he got 2,234 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the Jagdpanzer, the accidentally shot in the back. Well, actually, sorry, that's wrong. It was the Jackson on the enemy team did the next high scorer. 1,920 hit points to him. And then the next high score after that was the SU-100M1, the one he killed right at the end, 1,411. And then the Griller, and then the Jagdpanzer. Sorry, okay, so to get that right. When it came to kills, he got the highest number with 6, the next high scorer being the Leo with 3, and then a bunch of players with 2 kills each. And when it came to base XP, this time round he's got the highest and the only one over 1,000, 1,146, which means he's got the top in all 3 columns. The next high scorer being the Jagdpanzer 4 with 824, and then the T-67 with 596. The T-67 got a Defender, the M41 got a Confederate, so did the Griller on the enemy team, and their Panther T-25 managed to lever Slayers. He fired 23 rounds in this game, 7 rounds left, 13 direct hits, 12 penetrations, damage of 2,234 hit points, of which 1,543 were up more than 300 meters, so you can see a lot of long range shots across the valley. Received 3 hits in this game, 3 penetrations and 1 splash. Well, he did get spotted by the Jackson. He had to go after the Leo. He had no choice, and as a consequence, some of the enemy managed to get shots into him. He earned 41,006 credits from this game, got 16,812 from holiday ops, and after ammunition resupply took away a profit of 26,582 credits, got 25 bonds for mission completion, and 1,719 XP. Mission completion of 8,595 took away 10,658 experience points altogether. So hopefully you've seen the results properly this time. I'm using OBS to actually record the results, and I'll tag those on to the other ones afterwards. So if you enjoyed these replays, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below. We've got more replays coming up from RoyalFlyingCorps in the Super Hellcat and in some other tanks as well. So thanks very much for watching.